Hello, my name is Cisco Gomez. I am the Media and Public Relations Specialist for the Texas Workforce Commission. Thanks for tuning in today on Monday, April 27th. For this media briefing, our goal is to help keep you and your audience informed with information to help keep your audience, help them apply, receive benefits, to find employment, and to launch careers. I want to begin today by talking about workintexas.com. We have over 475,000 jobs available right now. If you need help with your job search, you can scroll down to the bottom. There's a link to the Workforce Solution Office's directory. You just click on that link, type in your zip code, and you can connect with the closest Workforce Solution office near you. We have over 180 Workforce Solution offices that are open right now. You can call or email them. They have virtual job fairs happening. There's training and upskill opportunities, and there are services for job seekers and employers. So we'll go over the numbers. Texas unemployment insurance claim data is on our website. You can click on the home page and it'll take you to a page that has Texas statewide unemployment insurance claim data week by week as well as by county. This morning we paid over $417 million in benefits using state and federal funds to 245,000 Texans. All right, new development this week. Our 8th call center is now taking calls. It was in training last week and now it is taking calls. Our call centers are open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, these are notes from our unemployment insurance team on avoiding fraud. We're just being proactive. Initially, we sent out a press release in the beginning of April. We've also been sharing some notes on social media. I want to let you know, first and foremost, the Texas Workforce Commission is not accepting paper applications. We will also not accept information from third-party vendors, from apps or other companies. So please make sure that you're not participating with other companies and filling out paper applications. In addition, Texas Workforce Commission is encouraging viewers, audience, not to give out their credit card information, not to pay fees for applying or for payment request, and not to give out their bank account or routing numbers. At most, the Texas Workforce Commission representative may ask for the last 4 digits of an account number for verification purposes, but again, do not give out your credit card information, do not pay fees. The Texas Workforce Commission does not charge any fees for applying for unemployment insurance or for requesting payment, and we're telling you or asking you not to give out your bank account numbers or your routing numbers. Okay, so first question comes in from reporter Claire Proctor with the Texas Tribune. One of her readers asks, "My employer wants me to return to work, but I don't feel safe. Can I get unemployment?" The short answer is no, not likely. If the business is eligible to open and that business is meeting the state and federal guidelines by the Texas Department of State and Health and Services, by the Centers of Disease and Control and Prevention, if that employer meets those guidelines and that employee does not go back to work, then that employee would not be eligible for unemployment insurance benefits. Part of the ongoing eligibility requirement has to do with being available to work, specifically be willing and able to work all the days and hours required for the type of work you are seeking. So just something to keep in mind because businesses are beginning to open back up. If your business is safe, meets those guidelines, and you don't go back to work, you would not be eligible for unemployment insurance. Okay, next question comes from ABC in San Antonio. One of our viewers has been applying for benefits since March 15th, has been requesting payment, and no money has been deposited to him. Can you explain? So there isn't a one answer fits all for this question. There's many factors that could impact the amount of time or length of time determining that person's eligibility. It could be due to how they lost their job if it's not due to COVID-19. Could be that we're looking into whether the employer responded regarding job separation or wages. That claimant may have received additional pay that could push that eligibility back. So whether it's like a severance payment or whether that employer is still paying the claimant. That claimant could have also taken paid time off or taken their vacation, sick time, which could also lengthen that time of eligibility. There's a lot of different factors here that can go into account, whether the claimant earned enough wages, their base period, or and if we're conducting an investigation to see if the employer reported all those wages. So there's a lot of different scenarios that could affect that impact of when that person becomes eligible. On average, it takes around 21 days for someone to become to receive their benefits, either direct deposit or by a debit card in the mail. For some people, it's going to be a little bit faster. For some, it may take a little longer. It varies on a case-by-case basis. But in either case, we encourage you to continue requesting payment every 2 weeks. That will help speed up the process of payment once you become eligible. Okay, the question comes from reporter Nick Notario in Houston. How many people are answering calls right now? So as of this week, we have 1,000 people answering calls. We're planning to increase that by another 500 in the coming weeks. This does not include our volunteers from the Workforce Solution offices that are assisting with calls, the 350 volunteers from the Texas House and Senate that are also assisting with calls, and all of the staff in unemployment insurance that are processing claims, that are calling people back, that are working on payment requests, etc. So that's something to keep in mind. Nick had also asked what was our busiest day last week, the number of calls. On Wednesday, April 22nd, we received 2.7 million calls in a 24-hour period. That's not the number of people filing, but the number of calls that came in. We had 153,000 unique callers that day. From that number, we were able to help 83,000 Texans apply for unemployment insurance, 41,000 from the internet, 37,000 from self-employed being converted to PUA, mostly that number, and then over 4,000 were assisted over the phone to apply for unemployment insurance. Please keep in mind that 4,000 that were helped over the phone to apply for unemployment insurance does not include the number of people who called in for payment request or for their PIN password reset or answering questions or recalled back. So please keep that in mind. Our call centers are open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, this last question comes from reporter James Russell with the Quorum Report. It has to do with people who are self-employed and they need to print their 2019 tax form and submit it to the Texas Workforce Commission. They're asking if our Workforce Solution offices are open to assist with that. So we have 180 Workforce Solution offices throughout Texas. If you need information on where to find those, you can go to our website, type in Workforce Solution offices, click on that link, put in your zip code, and it'll connect you with the closest one. Those Workforce Solution offices are open, phone and email at this time, but as Texas begins to open up, those offices will eventually as well open up. But currently you can find services, you can go to them for job seeker, employer services, for those virtual job fairs, to find educational opportunities. And when those offices open up for face-to-face interactions, you would also be able to go there and print out your tax forms to send in the Texas Workforce Commission. Please keep in mind that we need those documents by December 26th, so there is time, but if there's no way for you to print those out, we encourage you to do that. We're asking people who are self-employed, who need to submit that information, to submit that either by fax or by mail. Okay, I want to conclude saying Texas is hiring. We have over 495,000 jobs on work in Texas. Please join us again on Facebook Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 2 p.m. Thanks.